So I've audited like 75 social media profiles in the past 6 months or so. And one of the biggest issues that people have is that they don't optimize their profile. And this is a huge problem for a couple of reasons. When you don't optimize your profile, one, people that come to your page, they don't know who you are, they don't know what you do. It's not set up for success. So if you want them to book a call or sign up for something or grab a freebie, they don't know where to get that. They don't know what your links are for. You don't tell them anything about you and your bio. It's an issue. It's a big issue. So I'm gonna go through a couple things real quick. I'm gonna do this with my profile. If you want me to do an audit on your profile, comment below or tag me at Marketing Marvy on whatever platform, and I'll go through and check out your profile. So first thing first is your handle. For some people, you might be tied to your handle. You might like it the way it is, but if you aren't super to your handle, you might want to change it to something that incorporates your brand or your niche or your industry, whatever it is that you do. So for me, one of my big things is social media marketing. So I use marketing in my handle to let people know off the rip from the jump, this is what's going on here. This is what we're talking about. I might switch that soon, actually, but that's another video for another time. We'll talk about that later. The next thing is going to be your name. Now, a lot of people confuse these and they think they're the same, but your handle is different from your name. Your handle is going to be what people at you. They're like at Marvel, at Marketing Marvy, at whoever. Your name is what shows up on the platform, and it tells the platform a little bit more about who you are and what you do. So you want to utilize this space to add a couple more keywords. And that's what a lot of this comes down to, is optimizing for people that come to your page and optimizing for the algorithm. Those are the two big issues when it comes to your profile being optimized. If it's not set up right, people are gonna come there and they're not gonna know who it's for, what you do, anything like that. And then the algorithms aren't gonna be able to tell who you are, what you do, and who your content is for. So when you set up your profile right, you let people know and you let the algorithms know so they can put the content and show it to the right people, and the people come there and see your content and be like, ooh, they talk about some shit that I'm interested in. I'm gonna follow them, or I'm gonna see what else they got. I'm gonna go binge watch all their content, right? Okay, so handle, name. So handle is what people are gonna at you as. If you can incorporate a piece of your niche, industry, brand, anything like that into the handle, great. If not, it's not the biggest deal, but it does help. And you'll see this with a lot of professionals, tax lady, Instagram, Tim, whoever, that lets people know up front, this is what you're going to be getting when you come here. And then with your name, that lets you go a little bit deeper. So I do marketing, I talk about marketing, but I'm also funnel and content strategist specifically, because there's a lot of different areas in marketing. There's SEO, there's copywriting, there's email marketing. There's a lot of different things when it comes to marketing. So I specifically let people know I focus on funnels and content strategy. Profile picture. Another place a lot of people drop the ball. A lot of people, they'll either have a brand photo, which is cool, especially if you're doing a faceless page, that's cool. But having a picture where it's up close and people can see your face, usually smiling, but you know, I'm not like a big smiler. I'm not a big smiler like that, but usually smiling, something up close so they can see who the person is that they're talking to. They can put a face to the content that they're consuming. And when you do that, it allows you to build more trust with your audience. So you want to have a picture and you want to make sure it's kind of up close. It doesn't have to be super professional like a LinkedIn headshot, but something up close to where people can see and put a face, so that when they're scrolling and they see, oh, that's Homewood, because people recognize faces. People connect with faces. So when people scroll and they see a face that they recognize, they're like, oh, I like their content. Let me stop and watch that, right? So moving down to the bio. And this is going to be the same on whatever platform. All profiles are pretty much the same. There's little tweaks here and there, like character count and stuff like that. But this is going to be the same for TikTok. It's going to be the same for Instagram. It's going to be the same for Twitter. It's going to be the same for Pinterest. They're all relatively the same. If you need me to make one for a specific platform, put it in the comments, let me know, and I'll get that down for you, all right? So in the bio, you want to make sure you're using more relevant keywords. Remember, we're optimizing for the algorithm. We're optimizing for the people that are coming to our page. So you're going to be using relevant keywords. If you don't know what keywords are, I just did a video about SEO explaining the importance of keyword and keyword research. Just go check that out. I'll link to it probably, unless this is on TikTok, then I might not, but I'll still try. Anyway, in your bio, you want to make sure you're using relevant keywords and information that has to do with their brand. Now, for some people, they like to put social proof, like I've helped X amount of people, I've made this much, I've gained this many followers, whatever. That's cool. That works. On TikTok, there's a little bit less character, so you got to be a little more creative with it or figure out how you want to use it. But you use the bio to further explain more about you, let people know who you are, what you talk about, what you do, and go a little bit more in depth than you already have with your name and your handle, right? So for me, social media sales funnel expert, content marketing strategies. See how these are in line with the other stuff I have. So now when the algorithm looks at my page and they see, oh, he has funnel and content in his name, he has marketing in his handle, he has social media funnel, content marketing in his name, this person is probably talking about content, marketing, social media funnels, all that shit. So I know that anybody who's looking for that type of content, I could probably show them this page and they might find something they're looking for, especially if they're looking for something specific like keyword research or how to optimize your profile and shit like that. Okay. So you want to use your bio to further explain, tell people a little more about you, give some type of social proof, explanation on what you do or who you help. I help coaches transform their page into a money-making machine. I help new moms shed baby weight. I help new moms get their old body back. Make sure it makes sense for your brand, for your audience, and it helps them to understand a little more about you, and keep them coming in, keep pulling them on in. And then at the end of your bio, you want to include a call to action. You want to tell people what to do next. So if people have come to your page and they took the time out to read your bio and find out a little bit more about you, they may be interested in working with you. They may be interested in finding out more information. They may be interested in a resource or a guide or something that you have. So you want to let them know what to do next. If you want them to book a call with you or send you a DM, put that in bio. Send me a DM to get started. DM the word go to start. Simple, very simple. Or you can use it to send them to a link. You want to make sure this link is optimized. Now you want to make sure wherever you're sending them to, whatever link you have there. I know on Instagram you can do multiple links. You can use a link farm where it's like a link tree and it has a bunch of your links. Whatever you do, you want to make sure you're doing it strategically. Don't just send them anywhere. Don't just send them to a page with 25 different links and they have no idea what they're going there for or what to click. Like, tell them, hey, grab my free resources, click here. Grab my free training, click here. If you want to book a call, click here. Like, give them a next step. Don't just send them off into the wild. Don't just send them to your website without telling them what to do. That's actually one of the worst things you can put in your link in bio is your website. I'm going to be the first to say it. One of the worst things you can put in your link in bio is your website, okay? Because most websites are not set up for conversion. Most websites can't be optimized for conversion. So when you're sending them to your website, they can go wherever. They can look at your old posts. They can go look at your prices and all this. What happens if they get a text? What if that happens if an ad pops up? What if they hop off? What if they don't see anything interesting? They don't think you have anything worth checking out, so they just leave and never come back. That happens. Ideally, what I recommend to my clients is you have something that's going to help build your email list or send them to like a training, a resource, something that's going to help them further the relationship with you. You don't just want to send them somewhere where they have free reign or there's nothing to move forward with. If you're trying to grow your YouTube, send them to your YouTube, but use the little subscribe trick. If you're building up your YouTube, send them to the YouTube and make sure you put in your bio, click here to go subscribe to my YouTube and go check out more content. You always want to be moving people along and getting them to take the next step. Ideally, getting them onto an email list. But if you're not doing an email list or if you haven't started email marketing for some reason, we need to talk. That's for sure. We need to have a conversation if you haven't started email marketing. But if for some reason you're not, send them somewhere to where you can keep the conversation going or you can keep the relationship going, whether that's booking a call, signing up for something, downloading something, whatever it is. But you want to make sure you're sending them somewhere strategic and planned so that people are coming to your profile and continuing to go through your funnel, right? Does that make sense? All right, for sure. If you want me to do a video about your social media sales system, your social media funnel, and how to make sure it's optimized at all the different points, put that in the comments. Let me know, and I'll get a whole training done for that. I think I'm already working on it. But if y'all want to see that, let me know in the comments. All right. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like, all that shit, and I will see y'all in the next one.